Super Famicom controller. A European Super Nintendo. No worries, it's 60 Hz modded. Nested to SNES, kind of dark here. And what is this? Aha! Super Famicom Wars. The translation project we've been working on for quite a while. It's finally time to test it on real hardware for the first time ever, so that is exciting. Let's start it. Doesn't crash, so that's good. Let's skip ahead. The title screen logo isn't changed. We will probably keep it actually, but add some English flair somehow. There's a plan for that. Push start. Okay, so since it's the first time and I didn't transfer anything from my emulator setup, there is nothing to be loaded, so let's start a new game. Okay. Let's use the first one and let's just start on the classic map. So the options or sort of game config screen is actually the hardest one to get working perfectly, because it's drawing quite much text when you show these help screens, help windows, and then when you return you have to make sure not to cause any tile clashing and stuff. So very nice to have this working. Whoops, wrong button. So let's select another CEO. Let's use Billy Gates. He has the quite nice bonus of getting lots of money each turn. Basically the different CEOs, they are not... we don't have any CEO powers like in Advance Wars. There are some, basically Billy Gates and Mr. Yamamoto. Mr. Yamamoto, his units start at sort of experience level 2 always, so they're quite much stronger. The other ones, except from Bill Gates, then they don't have any sort of special powers. So you can basically see them as AI difficulty levels. Rogensky is the easiest one. So let's... And yeah, Mono, that's weird. Did I change that? Probably did without realizing. Okay, start. And the maps, there are quite many maps. Almost all of them are available in subsequent games that are translated, so the map names are mostly pulled from Advance Wars. I took some creative license. I hope you don't mind. Let's see if there's no. These classic maps, they don't have any trains. That's a new feature in this game. So you need to select the new maps mode to have trains available. But yeah, let's at least let's just get into the game, see if it works. So we're at the units, and if you press the X button, we'll pull up a window with information, stats, and a short description. The ammo cost is a stat not available in subsequent games, I don't think. So yeah, quite let's just build some units. Transport copter. And can't afford anything else really. It's time for the AI. It's some really good tunes in this game as well. Although a lot of them are pulled from the NES version, and at least some of them I actually prefer the sound of the NES in this case on some of them, but still nice music, quite nice graphics. I intend to redraw some of the graphics for the planned 20th anniversary edition, because actually it's quite soon 20 years since this game was released. I should have loaded the copter. Maybe I can build something fun here. Cruiser is kind of a weird unit actually. Can only attack subs, but still that's good because nothing else can except other subs. And it can also load 2 helicopter units. So it serves 2 roles, but can't do much more, so it's an expensive as well, so that's quite a weird little unit. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna play a campaign because that takes ages in this game, especially if you haven't turned off the animations. So yeah, let's just go ahead and forward one more day, and then I have to see if the different statistics screens work. Rogensky's theme is really nice. Oops. Day 3. Okay, so now there's some units on the battlefield. Let's check out the units information screen. So yeah, it seems to work fine as well. This screen was a real difficult to get working as intended, because you can have a lot of units and all those strings are gonna get printed and they need to have tiles allocated for them, and you don't want them to clash, so I had to pull some tricks to get that working. So yeah, not much excitement here at this point though. And then there's also the sort of battle statistics screen where you can also see what other armies are up to. And see stats of all deployed and killed units of the different armies. Works fine. That's great. I guess at this point I might just as well retreat. That is actually, I mean, it's usually called yield in the officially localized versions. I think that is a bad word for the intended purpose. Really, I think retreat is much more easy to grok. Yeah, I give up. Quite much graphics are replaced. I think actually I'm done with all graphics that need to be translated. Then, as I mentioned, I intend to redraw some of the rougher stuff for a later patch. Yeah, I lost indeed. Yeah, this is basically the same screen as the Intel screen you can call from in-game, except that it has some extra flair here. Next, I might just as well save. So here that part of the map turns into the winning army's color, blue in this case, so it kind of disappears into the ocean. And then let's reset the console and see if we can load and everything. Yeah, then the menu looks like this, where you can load, obviously. You can pick up from sort of that campaign. I guess the goal is to capture all the islands, which I haven't, because that's gonna take ages. Oops, visitors, cheers.